All right, now soccer. Well, we have to bring up what happened yesterday with the Ballon d'Or winners, Alexia Putellas and Karim Benzema. What are your thoughts on this?
I think we got two winners who were very well deserving. I think this year wasn't a year for much debate when it comes to the Ballon d'Or. Alexia Putellas plays for the best women's team. Karim Benzema plays for the best men's team. They're the best players on that team.
Yep.
Pretty easy to take out.
Yeah, I mean, Alexia Putellas right now is out with an injury, but either way, first half of her season was really good last season. And Man City and Liverpool game. I mean, that was an interesting one. Liverpool was winning 1-0, and very, very
Yeah, I think it was a beautiful game to watch. Man City has been bulldozing teams with their new striker Erling Haaland, who's setting records.
yes.
He's setting teams ablaze. It was beautiful to see him quieted a little bit, see that Liverpool defense actually come into play without Trent Alexander-Arnold playing. I also think they played very well, played to their strengths, suffocated Man City, even though they were able. Man City had a lot of the ball, but Mo Salah came through again. Finally bringing up that form that he's had the last few seasons to this season. He hasn't been that great at the beginning of the season, but he's back. So
Yeah,
it's a great week.
it's a big game for them. Either way, they're still at the bottom of the table with ranked eighth, I think. Man City didn't move, still second, but it's a big game for them to get their confidence back up. And then the women's team, Liverpool, unfortunately lost to Tottenham 3-1.
We said all those positives about the Liverpool men's team, but this Liverpool women's team is in a different trajectory. This women's team is also just growing. They're very new, young, so they had a big win at the beginning of the season, being the champions Chelsea, but they have a lot of work to do still.
Yeah, I agree. And then unfortunately for Barcelona fans like myself, it was a really rough weekend with El Clásico. Madrid took it with 3-1. I know you're happy because you're a Chelsea fan, so.
Yeah. My hatred for Barcelona runs very deep. I'm not a Real Madrid lover. I'm a Barcelona hater, and I love to see them, not do well, and to see how they were dominated that game. They weren't able to
move that ball
keep control of the game, and Karim Benzema showed why he's the best player in the world in that game.
Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, for Barcelona, it wasn't a really good start, but it's all right. They still have a lot of season to go. And then the women's team, I mean, Barcelona's women's team is undefeated. They won against Athletic Bilbao 3-1, which is good for us Barcelona fans. At least we had something to look up to.
Yeah, that women's Barcelona team, they are the best club team in the world. They don't lose, they don't draw. They are pretty much the most flawless team that you could come by. Not surprised by the result.
Yeah. And moving on to Chelsea and Aston Villa. I know that you're a Chelsea fan, so you're definitely happy about this one.
Yeah.
2-0, huh?
This one had to be talked about because I think Chelsea's on a good run. 6 games, 5 draws, 5 wins, 1 draw. They've done well. This game was a game they had to grind out. Aston Villa was playing a lot better. The keeper, Kepa Arrizabalaga, did well to keep out a lot of goals.
Game.
Yeah, 7 saves. It's one of the most amount of saves Chelsea goalkeepers made in a very long time. So I think he did very well that game, and it was a good win for Chelsea.
Yeah, and then their women's team as well. They won against Everton 3-1, which is really good for Chelsea fans right now.
Yeah, if there's ever a time you're looking for some happiness when the men's team is disappointing you, look at that women's team. That women's team is one of the best women's team in the world. They're the reigning champions in England. So not really surprised with that win. So very proud of them.
All right, and then Italian lovers right now, I think Napoli with Irving Lozano, they won against Bologna, and they're back on the top of the table, which is really good.
Yeah, this is one of the only times they actually have a chance to win the league with the superpowers of Inter and Juve not doing so well this season. And I think it would be great for them to bring the Serie A back to the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium.
Yes.
Given that it's its first or second full year after the renaming after Diego Maradona, and he was the first to bring that trophy to that stadium.
Yeah,
So
it'd be nice. It'd be nice to have that.
It'd be beautiful.
And then now back to the U.S. I mean, we have the MLS playoffs start this Thursday, and you rooting for anyone in particular?
I'm rooting for the LA Galaxy. I want them to win that El Tráfico. The LAFC has been a dominant team in the MLS for the last couple of years. The LA Galaxy has been disappointing. They've made great signings this season to put them in a position to do well. Chicharito has refound his form.
Oh, yes.
And it'd be nice to see an underdog win the whole thing this year. So I'm rooting for the LA Galaxy.
Yeah, they're doing really well. I mean, like you said, Chicharito and his leadership are really taking them forward. And then the NWSL playoffs as well, they start this Sunday. So I know that Portland Thorns and San Diego Wave go against each other. That's Alex Morgan and Sophia Smith. So that's going to be a good game.
Yeah, the Portland Thorn has been a team that's always been amongst the top in that league.
Yeah.
And Alex Morgan, can't really bet against her ever. So I'm not betting against her now. I think she's going to take that team all the way to winning the NWSL and just set more records.
Yeah, I mean, she won the Golden Boot, so we'll see how that one goes. And now for the college, women's Stanford team gave number 1 ranked the UCLA their first loss of the season. That's a really interesting game. It was a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one. But, like, let's be honest, the women's Stanford team has always been a team to be wary of. They produce the most World Cup winners when it comes to women's soccer. They are the best. So I'm not really surprised with that win. And frankly, I didn't think that UCLA was number 1 before that game. So now they're not.
And now moving on to the men's, Washington Huskies ranked number 1, continue their winning streak with their record of 12-0 and 1 tie. Do you think they have a couple games left? Do you think they're actually going to keep that undefeated record, or they're going to lose?
No, I see that. I see that coming to an end. You know, an undefeated season takes a lot, and I'm not really sure that they can go to every away game and just keep that consistency. So, yeah, I can't really bet on them winning all those games.
And now we're moving on to UD. The UD women's record is not the best, but it's 2-9-5, and their next game is against Drexel, and it's at home. How do you feel about that? Yeah. The soccer season hasn't been that amazing for us here at UD, but hopefully they can finish the semester right, finish the season right. Maybe they get this win over Drexel. I think it would be a very good win as they're close in proximity, them being in Philly. I think it'd be a great win to kickstart their season, basically have them finish the season strong. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be home, so hopefully some students show up and support. Yeah. And then their men's team as well, they're playing tonight. Their record as of right now is 3-8-2, and right now they're playing against American. Hopefully they pull in that win. Fingers crossed, because who knows what's going on. Yeah, I mean, as you can see on my face, when we talk about UD soccer, very stressful, you know. So hopefully they can bring that win, just like the women's team, bring that win home so they can finally get their season kick-started, end the season right, and they could all feel good about how their season went. Yeah, I agree. It's hopefully we'll end strong for UD Sports. Yeah. Now we'll be right back, and we'll take a commercial break.